Another day, another video. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of daylight, and I know you guys like watching these videos during the day. I'm not a day person. Anyways, best friend watched my last video, and she wants to hear the rest of the story, so that's what this video is going to be about. It's everything else aside from director guy. So I have my book because I'm going to forget everything along the way because there's so many things I have to do and I have to remember. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Hopefully it's not an hour long like the last one. Best friend said, how could I go on for an hour talking about one person? But that she said she knows I like him. And I'm not even done. I missed a story too. Um, yeah, the stuff I wrote on my list is out of order, but like, you know how it works. We'll go back and forth. Yeah, the one story that I forgot to mention when I was talking about him, uh, we had to print our photos, and I went to the printing room with him, and that's why I forgot. Like, he called me impatient because there's when you print the photos, there's extra white around the. It doesn't print entirely on the paper, so you have to trim it with the guillotine thing. And as he's chopping away like the extra bits, I'm making a pile, and stuff happened in the printing room. It's just, I don't know. Um, One of the things that I remember, like that was my favorite part of being in the printing room with him. You need a key for everything, right? I didn't like I was across from him, and I didn't realize he threw the key, and then instinctually I just caught the key with my left hand, even though like I probably wouldn't have caught it. And yeah, I remember catching the key. And then when we were in the studio, he keeps there's a test button on the lights where you test the lights flashing. He's always teasing me with that, and my head hurts so much from all the light flashes. Um, okay, we could talk about where I went that whole week. I went around to a lot of places, so I was with him, and then I went to Brampton, where that's where best friend lives, and then I went to Port Credit with her and her boyfriend, and I went to Caledon, and that's where Eiffel Tower friend lives. So, um, I can never understand what I wrote afterwards. Um, I wrote 1 hour. Why did I write 1 hour? It'll come back to me. Anyhow, yeah, oh, before I even get to traveling, did you guys see in the last video how I think it was at 54 minutes and 45 seconds? Did you guys see that thing flash across the screen? I was so happy. Best friend didn't notice it at first, but then I showed her and she noticed. So if it happens again, that's really cool. It made me happy. um, I kind of have like proof on footage now. That makes me so happy. And I want to show director guy, but like, remember I told you it was the third thing? I had to tell him. I remember what the third thing was. I had to tell him that I don't know how I'm going to tell him I make YouTube videos. And that's like my proof there that I could show him. He's probably going to like, disprove it. Skeptics. He's gonna tell me it's like nothing. Um, okay, back to travel. So I went to best friend's party, and we went to go get the cake and food, and then we went to her house to set up. And it's mainly, I don't know why I went. I was happy to go, but like it didn't make any sense for me to go. It was mainly her family, her boyfriend, and then me there. And it makes me so uncomfortable thinking about this. So since she's the host, she had to go around the place serving people and like, catering to everybody. So she never had a chance to sit down with us until like near the end when um I don't want to say when everyone's close to leaving, but like, you know, like we barely had time to sit and talk. And she decided we'd go to her house and watch a movie, right? So she set up the projector and we're all watching this movie. So it's the room, we're in the basement and the room's dark. And I don't really know her family that well, and I know her boyfriend's uncomfortable too because I guess she told them about him and they don't like him, so they're not talking, and it's a very uncomfortable situation. So I was like, okay, I could talk to her family, but like I don't have anything to say to them. They're not bad people. They're a little judgmental, but they're not bad. And so I went to sit near her boyfriend in another chair, okay, because I know like I wouldn't sit right next to him. And I'm talking to him, and he's getting more comfortable, right? I'm just trying to, because I know what it's like to be in a situation where you're with a bunch of people that are very rude to you, and you want someone to talk to you and like ease or lighten the situation. So then I know he started to get more comfortable because we're talking and everything's getting better and more relaxed. And then the movie started playing, and it's dark, and again I'm across from him. And then I don't remember what happened, but I end up switching seats and I'm going on his chair, but it's like a two-person chair, right? He's on the far end of the chair and I'm on the back end of the chair. And then best friend was going to come sit in between us, because the other couch is occupied with all her family, so I can't go sit over there, and I'm not sitting on the ground. And then, oh, before they even got there, I had to help best friend dress, like pick an outfit, and talk to her family. There's a bunch of other stuff. I can't remember what the hell. But after I left the party, no, oh, even before the party, I went to her house before with her boyfriend again, and I know she liked him, right? And I know she wanted us to get along. So I told you for my photography assignment, I had to take pictures of people. So I chose him to take pictures of, and then I'd send the pictures to her later, right? So we took pictures near her house and in her house, and I made her day in her house. So I had the camera set up. We were in the basement again, and he was against the wall. I got so mad because I wanted to take pictures of them and help them out a little bit. You know, I'm trying to like lengthen the relationship. And he comes when it's dark. I have to take these pictures when it's daylight, right? And I'm trying to take his picture. So he's in the one shot I took. He's he's got his glasses off and he's wiping them clean, but he's not looking down at the glasses, he's looking across at her. And I told him, quit looking at her and focus on what you're doing, you're ruining my shot. And that made her day. She was happy that I said that. So going back to the party now, after we left or no, even before he came, she was so nervous, she was holding on to me when we went outside to go get him, and I was like, I can't behave like this in front of my parents. Like, your mom probably thinks you're like, if I did that, Dad would give me 2 slaps across the face. You know what I mean? And he brought her birthday present, and I'll get to that. Okay, I need to discuss this. And he came in and all that stuff, and then okay, after the party ends, the party was a couple days before her birthday. It was on Saturday. No, it was on a Friday. I'm so stupid. It was on a Friday, and I think her birthday was on the Saturday. But anyways, she texts me the next day and tells me that she had a dream, or not a dream, a nightmare, that she was back in the party situation. And she comes, instead of like seeing us sitting across from each other, she said in the dream she saw me making out, or both of us making out with each other when she comes downstairs. And then as soon as she told me that, I felt so, like, I had such a sickening feeling. I still feel sick, okay? But that's just, oh my god. So, best friend, I know you're watching this, so, oh my god, where do I even begin? I told you already, there's nothing going on between me and him, okay? I'm just there to make things less uncomfortable, because I know what it's like. And there's nothing going on between us, okay? If I like, oh my god, she asked me if she wasn't dating him, would I date him? And I told her no, he's not my type. And if I wanted to, I would have by now, right? And oh my god, I don't know what to say. The fact that she's feeling that way, like, I don't want her to feel that way, right? Like, I don't like that at all. I'm like, if that's I'm so happy that we're friends because we have different taste in men. So like, if I was going out with a guy, I know for a fact she'd like him, but not like him to take him away from me, and like vice versa, right? So like, I know she likes this guy, and I like that she's, well, I don't like that she's with him, or like, oh, I gotta phrase my words properly here. But like, I wouldn't take him from her, you know what I mean? And even if she was in a relationship with a guy that we both liked, I'd let her win. I wouldn't take him from her. So yeah. I need to sneeze. I'm dying. I'm dying. All these sickening feelings are making me, I'm dying. Okay, and then her boyfriend's an idiot because he brought, for her birthday present, he bought her a pocket knife. And then in my head, I was like, you idiot, out of all things to get for her birthday, you got her a friggin' knife. Like I understand why he got it for her, but like him and me both came to the same conclusion right now, that she's gonna use it to hurt herself. And when she told me the knife went missing, and I'm so relieved she told me that, because that moment he gave her the knife, like, I got like the worst feeling. I was like, this isn't gonna, something terrible is gonna happen, right? So it's missing, and I don't know what the hell to say. I want to say he's an idiot for giving her a knife, and she's an idiot for not taking it from him, for like, I don't know, because I don't know what she's gonna do with it, because he's worried too that she's gonna use it to hurt herself. One of the other things too, best friend, probably you're worried that your boyfriend might like me, is because I know, you guys are always calling me smart. I'm not smart. I just know a lot, and yet I know nothing. So with her boyfriend, I can relate a little bit more with him, because I know certain topics, but I don't know them in depth, so I'm able to talk more about them with him than she can with him. And so say, for example, like, I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to sneeze again. Why am I so sneezy? Yeah, so I'm only able to get along with people because I know a little bit more, but I don't know enough to get along with people. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I mean, right? If you're around me, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, you guys, I didn't get best friend a birthday present, and I can't get her a Christmas present. So we're gonna start from now to get her a present. Oh shit, she's watching this. You didn't hear anything. Shh. Yeah. So I asked her what her favorite color is, and she told me royal blue. And in my head, I was like, that's the opposite of what I was thinking. I thought she would say like that burgundy kind of color, that like dark pink-ish color. I thought she would say that. So now I'm trying to think of a thoughtful gift to get her that would be in the royal blue color now. And what else did I want to say? There's a lot of stuff I wanted to say. Oh, I could tell the one story about like when my first couple days being before I guess me and best friend were like friends. I remember when we were at the party, one of her cousins said like, "How long have you guys been friends?" I can't even remember because I've been through so much stuff with her, but I'm pretty sure it's been like 2 years now, a year and a half. I don't know how long. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, one of the earliest, like, how I knew this girl was gonna be my friend. We had this class together. I can't remember if it was first or second year. I really can't remember. I just remember, I remember the room and I remember the prof and I remember where I sat and I remember the lighting in the room. And that class, I didn't like. Well, that class is like, I could get everything done before I got to that class. All I had to do was take the notes. So I didn't really have to technically be there to pass that class. But I came anyways because a lot of people I knew and liked were in that class. Like best friend. So I used to take my coloring book with me and I'd have it because I'd be there before most people. So I'd have it, there's a giant table. So I'd have my book open, my pencil crayons I was using for that specific image, and then I'd be coloring away until people would walk in or when class started or coloring in between the prof talking. The prof liked my drawing, the finished work when I'm done with it. Um, she wanted to talk to me about it, but I was like, I don't like discussing, especially with other people. You guys know who I am, right? So I remember one of the one image I was working on was a flower picture, and I didn't realize when best friend was sitting beside me, and like I was working on that picture for a good week or so. Because if I'm in class, it'll take me at least a week. But if I'm doing that picture on my own at home, it'll take me like an entire day, like how it took me the scratch coloring video. So it's like one of those days where I'm midway through the picture. Best friend showed me that she got a coloring app and that she's trying to color. She's coloring like me, and that irritated at the time. My initial reaction was I was irritated by it because coloring was something that like calmed me down and like I felt like it was mine, right? And then having her coloring too irritated me so much because I'm like she's taking something from me. And I feel so stupid for feeling that way because I shouldn't have felt threatened, right? Why did I just jerk? Jeez. Yeah, I shouldn't feel threatened by her, right? Like I should have encouraged her to color and I could learn more from her that way and we could make beautiful pictures together and both pictures are never gonna come out the same. You know what I mean? Like I should have done that, but instead I got angry at her. And right now best friend's at a point where she's trying to find a new hobby. And I'm usually doing a lot of things and most of the things I do don't make rational sense. I'm just doing what feels right. And yeah, what do you guys think best friend should do as a hobby? She said she's thinking about taking pictures because she recently bought a camera for a unreasonable price because she didn't consult anybody first, but she learned her lesson. But I don't know. What do you guys think she should do? I want her to color, or I don't know, something like around those lines. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I also went, aside from her party, we went to Port Credit with her boyfriend. He drove us all the way there. I like long drives. We drove for like an hour and it was a nice day. And oh my gosh, I love being by the water. And I got some interesting shots. And her and her boyfriend are always on and off. And yeah. See, like my head's swinging so much, like it's not a headache, but like my head hurts really badly. So I'm struggling to tell you guys what I need to tell you. That's why I wrote it down. Yeah, so that was the party. That was Port Credit, and then I went to Caledon with Eiffel Tower friend. So because she lives so far from me, she we decided to meet up one day so I could take photos of her, because the photo shoot with best friend's boyfriend didn't come out so great. Those photos are mostly for them too, and not really that I could use for my assignment. So I ended up going out to Caledon, and again, I'm running out of daylight. I'm running out of time to take these freaking photos, and I got some decent shots. I ended up using a lot of them. But I remember Eiffel Tower friend said, like, she touched me, right? And she said, "Why are you so cold?" And so she put on the fireplace, and we're sitting by the fireplace, and she's heating up, and I'm not getting warm, right? I'm still as cold as when she first touched me, and she's like, "Why are you so cold?" So I'm like curled up beside her, like I'm braced up against her, and she's putting all her body heat on me, and I'm still not warming up. So now she thinks there's something wrong with me. I feel so cold nowadays. And yeah, that was the highlight of that day. Oh, her and her boyfriend, I don't know what is going on. I need to help her out too, but I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm still kind of... Eiffel Tower friend, if you're watching this, I'm still cold. I lost all the body heat. I have no body heat. That's why I'm wrapped in a pile of blankets all day. What else? What else? Okay. Can't read my friggin' writing. Oh, okay. Before we went to the party, remember I told you I was in the room with the guys when they were shooting, and then best friend came in on the island, and I was braced up against her. So, director guy, every time he went in his pocket, he kept dropping a loony, kept falling out of his pocket, right? So he left it beside me. So, best friend was contemplating beside me whether to invite her boyfriend or not to the party, because if her other friends came, they don't like him already, so he would have been alienated anyhow. So then I told her, conveniently, there's a coin right beside me. I took it and I was like, we'll flip it and see if he should show up, right? Because her friends weren't responding on whether they were coming or not. And she said heads or tails. One of them he's coming, one of them he's not coming. I flipped the coin a good couple times, and all of them showed that he's supposed to go to the party. And that's how we decided he was supposed to go. And then when I was done with the coin, I put it in director guy's backpack, but I don't know if he knows that or if he thinks I stole the dollar, but you know what I mean? Oh yeah, and then when we went to Port Credit to get the ride, it was really, I don't know, it was interesting because we left through the front door and we were waiting for him, so we like sat up on the, I don't know what to call it, and then the car came and we jumped in. Oh my gosh, she said he gave up smoking recently, and that's interesting because when I jumped in that car that day, the fool thinks opening the window and smoking's gonna like circulate the air better, but it makes it worse, so I'm still holding my breath, trying not to pass out. Anyways, but like he's trying to be considerate, but it's not helping. Yeah, he's not a very good model. What else do I need to tell you? Oh, I was talking about exams, and I'm studying. Um, I haven't had the desire to study like before, where like I'm aiming for like 90s, and right now I'm aiming for like 80s now. And director guy is giving me the motivation to study harder, or like study get higher marks now, even though like for me I don't care to. Like, it's nice when I get my scholarship money, but other than that, like, that's my motivator for getting a high mark is money. And I don't know. But anyways, recently on like my highest mark, it was on my law midterm. I got 100 on it. I don't think you can get higher than that. And yeah, I'm very good at law, which is convenient. I gotta go it like I have to go read that right now. I gotta read through defamation and the other thing. There's a lot of them, but mainly defamation. What else did we have to talk about? Oh yeah, that day after the law kind of review class, remember I was sitting next to the guy who was changing guitar guy, and director guy never showed up. Yeah, after that class, my brother was still at school, so then I went. Oh, the day was never gonna end. I went to find him because I thought he was done with school and we were gonna get picked up and dropped home, but he was still working on an assignment and he needed a media person, so it's kind of convenient because he's in business and I'm in media. So they were in the presentation room. I went up there. I knew that he's in a group with 3 other girls and he's always dreading going to have to work with them because they're always talking about girl things and he's feeling like, why the fuck am I here? You know, like they're not making him feel comfortable. So we're in the presentation room and these girls are so, oh my fucking god. When he said they got this assignment weeks ago and they could have finished weeks ago, I can see why he would say that because these girls are so fucking slow. And I'm in the presentation room. The girl he's sitting beside I've met before, and I know she gets work done because like my brother, me, all of us were always getting our work done right away, and then whatever problems come after that we fix along the way. But the other two girls across from him are so slow, and then the one right across from him, she like that. This girl, I'm bringing this story up because of this girl. Oh my god, she got on my nerves. So the last time I was in the presentation room was with director guy. So my brother was sitting where I was sitting, and one of the other girls was sitting where he was sitting, and then yeah, I'm just comparing it to that, right? So yeah, they because of the strike they had to do presentations, but without since class time can't permit like the full presentation, they have to film it. So the one girl, she rented out a tripod and she had her camera and all I had to do was film it and then help coordinate the thing at the last fucking minute. And so when I walked in there, when they're introducing me or not, they already know who I am, right? And I was like, I don't know who the hell they are, except for the one girl, right? Because I met her before. She's got manners and she's fine, right? I don't have a problem with her. And then the other girl, she didn't use. Okay, hold on. This is why I had a problem. I guess my brother talks about me a lot, but he kept they all kept calling me Lisa, right? And I don't know these people, so I don't want you calling me so familiarly. You know, like we've known each other for so long. I want you to call me by my like full name. So I didn't realize my brother kept calling me that, because I know the one girl I knew, like I'm used to her calling me that because I don't see her as threatening. Oh, going back to best friend, I'm happy and upset at the same time because I'm happy that you see me as a threat, but I'm unhappy that you see me as a threat because that means you think I have potential. I told you I'm useless. There's no point in getting upset with me. And I know you argued with me in the comment section that I'm not useless, but I don't want you to feel threatened by me. Like if anything, I want to make you a better person, because with you around, I feel like I'm becoming a better person, and you know what I mean. Like, I don't want you to have ill feelings towards me, else our friendship ain't gonna last. You hear me? Okay, going back to these girls now. So the irritating girl kept calling me Lisa, right? And it's irritating me more and more because she wouldn't let me talk and she's acting like she's running everything, but my brother got most of the work done, and the girl beside him that I know, she got a lot of work done, I could tell. And then the other one, I liked her because she was quiet. She didn't call me by my name. She didn't bug me. Uh, Even though she looked like she was doing it at like the last minute, um, she tried her best, I guess, from what I got from that day. But this girl in this corner is so irritating. Like, I want to strangle her. Like, she was, oh my god. I just hope, like, I know my brother likes somebody, but I don't know who he likes. And I just hope it's not that girl, because if it is, like, there's no way in hell I'm letting that happen, okay? I forbid it. I hate this girl. Yeah, so that happened. I got that filming done. It could have gone better. They're like, we don't know how to edit. And I was like, I'm right here. I could edit. But do I really care to help you guys at the last fucking minute? No. Fuck no. I just made sure my brother's parts were decent, okay? Because every time that girl in that corner kept messing up, my brother's parts were close to hers, and then after she would do it properly, he would fuck up, and I was like, oh my fucking god. What else do I have to talk about? Oh, we haven't even reached an hour yet, yay. Okay, I was talking about things for 2018, right? One of those things is, remember I told you me, best friend, and director guy all have that class in, it's in the morning, right? And then I have a giant gap in between there and then another class. And me and best friend, before I realized director guy was in that class, then me and best friend were going to go travel downtown together within that time, right? But now that director guy's there, I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, we're gonna travel more, and I want to explore the streets. And then recently, the subway, if you guys seen, Line 1 got extended to Vaughan. So I want to take the train and go like all the way to the end and all the way back and see where it goes. Like I want to get lost and travel properly, but I know mom and dad would never let that happen. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I recently opened a blog because best friend inspired me to, but I'm not gonna mimic, well, my blog isn't gonna mimic hers. Like, it's in the same style, but it's not exactly the same, right? So her blog, you know, you've got your regular blog where it's like an article and then the image. Well, my blog, I'm gonna have a question per post that runs through my head, that's really dominant in my head. So instead of having like the whole article and the image, I'd have an image and then one question that's eating me alive in my head, you know what I mean? Like something to think about. And I'd have like a question every day, or like not every day, like when I get time to write it, or like having it every day would be easy, right? Because it's just one line each day. And then eventually you have 365 or 366 depending on when we have a leap year. I gotta check that. Yeah, so I have a blog now. I gotta go deal with that. With the traveling and with the stuff I'm doing, I'll be able to start posting on Instagram because best friend said, why am I following you when there's nothing there? Because you love me, that's why. Yeah, hopefully between mid-January, end of January, beginning of February, or early February, I'm gonna get the new camera. I know if Dad finds out that I spent money on a camera and all the good stuff, like a telephoto lens and all that good stuff, he's gonna kill me. Oh my god, oh my goodness. I want a telephoto lens and I really want a macro lens. Anyhow, so yeah, then I can start posting on Instagram. Like, there's nothing wrong with my camera now. It's just that I'd rather reserve that for school, have another one where I'm just doing things I really like. And we'll see where we go from there. Oh, I recently bought the DNA kit, so that's supposed to come in 5 to something business days. I don't remember how. um, yeah, um, we're gonna see the breakdown of where I come from. Hopefully, I learn a little bit more because it's so difficult for me to find out where I come from because a lot of my relatives died young. So when I asked mom and dad, like, did you know like our great grandma or your like your great grandfather or your grandmother, or your grandfather? They're like they all died. We don't know them at all. So there's like it's kind of like mysterious, right? So I kind of want to know what they were like. I know a lot of I'm assuming a lot of my relatives were artists, and it's kind of funny because it just keeps going down the like it's I feel like it's come down to me now because I'm doing things that are not traditional, right? Because I do a lot of media stuff, and when I try to explain to someone what media is, I'm trying to visually um, tell a story, I guess. Like that's what media is. It's like the medium is all about like visually showing you something either through like video or like art or like like I don't know how to explain it. It's just that's the field I'm in. And if I end up a starving artist, that's the path I chose. I don't regret it. And yeah. Um yeah, I'm excited. Maybe I might meet some relatives I didn't know existed when I get that kit. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what else I want to say about it. And then the last thing. So this might surprise most of you. I know it's gonna kill my dad if he finds out. I'm trying to keep everything hidden from dad. And dad's downstairs. Don't tell him what I'm about to tell you. So I told mom. Mom thinks I'm out of my mind. And uh I like to do anything I can to make me happy. And yeah, I got a lot of things that I'll show like next year when I start putting out like actual content videos instead of like these life update videos that I know you guys love so much. You can see more of what I do, what I like to do, why I don't like doing one thing. Um, yeah, I remember when I was in the studio with director guy, one of the things that kind of like irritated me, he asked, no, he didn't ask me. He told me I don't remember what I said, but he said like this is your life. You have to get used to it, learn how to work cameras and stuff. And as soon as he said that, I was like, this isn't like I wanted to argue back, but I just stayed silent because I didn't know how to properly respond to him. But like I was like, this isn't my life. Like doing camera work and stuff is only like a part of it. It's not like everything. Like you don't define my life for me. Um, I wish I could do what he does though, because he loves camera work and stuff so much that like he can devote his lifetime and energy to it. And like for me, I can only do that with like I haven't found that with like one thing. I have to do a whole bunch of things. And like I don't know, the variety makes me happy. So what was it? Yeah, I do a lot of things. So I hopefully you guys can see that more in 2018. I wanted you guys to see that in 2017, but I guess that was my fault. In between May to June, July, April to June, I could have showed you guys more, but like my situation. So this April I'll work. Uh, I'll have to start some fights now. I'll work harder this year. I'm actually gonna fight for what I want now. Like I know people are gonna hate me for it, but at least like I can say I tried. And if I fail, I fail. um, yeah. So the newest thing, or not the newest. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while now. And yeah, dad's gonna kill me because dad's like I waste so much money on so many things. Like he doesn't understand why I waste money on coloring books and coloring utensils and jewelry stuff that I make them myself or books. Like he doesn't understand. So my most current investment is in a violin. So that's coming Boxing Day, I want to say. And yeah, I want to see if I can master playing at least one song that I really like. And then we'll see where we go from there. I know I was contemplating between a violin and a bass, but I was like, oh my goodness, basses are so expensive. We're gonna try the violin first. And then I know guitar guy and then best friend's boyfriend both have guitars. They told me try out a guitar first. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a guitar person. Like if I don't want to just learn guitar. If I learn guitar, I want to learn drums too because when I listen to most of the songs I like, it's always those two sounds like married together. So I don't want to separate them. It just sounds so tragic. So yeah, my violin's coming. I have to learn how to sight read. I might learn to um, learn pitch properly and hopefully I can play. I just need to figure out where I'm going to practice. I don't know what else to say. It's getting dark now. Shit. Yeah. Like I have an idea what I want to play for the first song. And I think I'm done. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Yeah, violin's coming. I want violin videos. There's a lot of the songs I like. I feel like they'd sound better in violin, or like they could sound better in because there's a lot of piano covers, but there's not a lot of violin covers, and I know there's a lot of songs I like that could sound really good in violin, and they don't exist right now, so, you know, I can provide content for that market, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm pretty much done now. I don't know if I've expressed everything as properly as I wanted to, but I'm done now. And yeah, how are you guys? School starts back on the 8th. I've got exams next week. I have to study for law. And I gotta go back through all my videos and pick out what was going on through my head and make those blog posts and then post all the new stuff. And then, oh, I gotta put up the profile picture. What else? There's so much to do. Yeah, it's getting late. I'll see you guys later, okay? Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I got everything off my chest, I guess, for now. We'll see what happens next year. I'm gonna try to do less vlogs and more, you know, doing stuff. So when you guys start seeing videos of random things, they're not random to me. They're like my normal day, everyday kind of stuff. And it'll be less talking and more doing, right? So yeah, I'm done. I'll see you guys next year, okay? I didn't think I'd put up this video, but best friend said she wanted to hear more about her. And oh, one more thing. Because I told you she felt so, she was feeling bad towards me, or like terrible feelings towards me. The last couple texts we worked it out, and now we're on the same page, and I'm happy. Our friendship is growing stronger. I would never let a guy come between us, okay? There's no way in hell that's gonna happen. I'd always let you have him. And yeah. Everything's good now. I'm gonna go and ace exams. I'm aiming for a 90. I'm gonna impress director guy. Okay, yeah, I'm going, okay? Bye.